Hi, Brad of Silver Lining Daydreams. We're going to share with you tiling and grouting our shower.
So I double checked that the laser line is actually really level, which it is. Doesn't really matter where this line is. So what I'm doing is I'm measuring the distance from the tub up to the laser line. Here and here it's about 15 3/4. Once I get over here, the distance gets closer to 16 inches. So I'm finding the low part of the tub. Here on this end, here where the faucet fixtures are, and going a couple feet out this way, the tub is lower. So when I do my starter row, I gotta make sure when I start my first tile in this middle wall that I have a proper height so that as I go this way, my tile is low enough that I don't have a larger grout line here. I can't stretch a tile to make it longer, but I can cut tiles to make them shorter. So I'd rather do some cutting on this part here so that I'm not stuck with a bigger grout line here. So I said all that to say this. What you can do is I know my low point is here, and I can just make sure that I have lots of mercy. I cut the bottom of all my tiles. It's just that I'll cut the bottom a little bit more here than here. That way when I lay these tiles, I'm still going to be cutting in this tile so that I'm not stuck where this tile isn't long enough. I don't know if that makes sense, but as I'm tiling, you'll figure it out. Oh shoot, I shouldn't have put it on the side. I shouldn't have put it there, I should have started it in the middle. Alright, well, we'll get them both up. Using the flat side of the trowel just to get it on the wall. I think it's a little thick. Yeah, it's a little thick. Maybe it's doable, I don't know, we'll find out. You don't want any voids, so you want to get it on there good with the flat side before I trowel it with my 1/2 inch. When I trowel the 1/2 inch, I think I'm going to go at about a 30-degree angle, but we'll find out. I've done floors, but never a wall. Too thick, babe. It's just a little hard to work with. So I was worried about if this tile will stick to the wall. Don't worry, because I can barely move it to give it a little perpendicular movement to this combing. Gonna make sure I have enough gap. I'm sure if you've done this before, you'll be a lot less messy. You know, I'm learning as I go, and I'm not afraid to try it. So if I can do this, you can do it. So I should get this up to my line, actually, the more I think about it. Now I know my wall goes in back this way more, so I'm going to butter this a little bit more. I'm so afraid to touch it. I'm afraid to back butter this one because I had a hard time cutting it.
Yay!
We're off to the races. We're good.
Good.
Bigger space than we're supposed to have.
Yeah.
The mortar is creamier. This is more how it should be. The first row I think was too dry, like I said. I think I mentioned that earlier. But here we are with a new batch of mortar. And this I think is more like it. Okay, I don't know about this. I think I got too much. I have to butter it up because the wall's off here. can wait just a little bit, it's a little runny. I'm getting the haze off, and as I'm doing this, the tile's getting slipperier. So there's friction here. Now it's slippery. It's hard to tell if the haze is off, but I can feel if it's off. You can use microfiber. I think even an old t-shirt. Little lipping here. It's okay, it's kind of random, a little lipping here and there. It's worth it to save $1,500 to $2,000. Smooth. And again, you can tell there's a haze here because it's a little rougher. And I can actually see this haze. I should probably be wearing a mask. There, how's that? I'm gonna say this is why these guys charge you an arm and a leg to do a tile job. Because it really is a lot of work. It's not just setting the tile, it's all the prep. There's the grouting. There's even prepping before you can seal it. Oh man, you might be better off just putting it in an enclosure. It's gonna be a lot less labor and money. But tile is timeless and it's gonna look just fantastic when it's done, I think. Even with a little bit of lipping here and there, and it's not perfect, but it's a little bit random throughout it, you're gonna come in here and you're gonna say, wow, that looks great. Now if you set tile, you're gonna start seeing some things here and there. But when you look at the savings, overall I'm glad that I did this. Cold water, extra paper towels, let a little bit of the caulk run out. My tiles are a little bit chipped down there, so I'm going to try to cover that with more caulk. I should have probably put tape up on the top. I think I will before I do any more. This is all silicone, but it feels different than the normal silicone I work with. Until I know I will. Yeah, I will go with you until you stop yourself.